on the front lines of battle during Sonic's absence, currently lives in Knowles City with his wife and 3 children and serves as official physician to the royal family. Rosie, orphanage owner, currently owns and operates her own orphanage in Knowles City. Monkey Khan, renegade Robotnik cyborg, head monk of Stormtop Temple. After Stormtop Temple village was de-roboticized, Khan was reunited with his loved ones and let go of his hatred for overlanders. During Sonic's absence, he built a temple in Stormtop village in the Far East, where he currently resides and trains others in the martial arts. Khan will begin training Knuckles in the use of the martial arts in an upcoming arc until the Iron Queen uses a spell to take control of Knuckles. Robotnik will say the word bananas, causing Khan to fall under his control. The two will battle to claim the Master Emerald for the respective mistress and master. Robble the Hedge and his merry Margarine, or whatever. Robble the Hedge and his merry Margarine, whatever they call it. Kingdom of Acorn, Allies, see Battle of Emerald Isles arc. The Wolfpack, current status unknown. Mutsky, Sonic's dog, currently lives with Sonic and family in Knowles City. Due to an alien language translator that has bonded with Sonic's nervous system, Sonic and Mutsky have become able to communicate with each other. Rory, Sasha, and Snaggle, Rosie's ward, currently live in Knowles at the orphanage. Game protagonists who have yet to debut: Cream the Rabbit, Cheese the Chow, polite girl raised almost like a princess plus her loyal pet. Vanilla the Rabbit, Cream's mother. Bean the Dynamite Duck, Bark's partner. Munitions expert, proficient in the use of bombs, dynamite, and gunpowder, Looney Tunes style. Bark the Polar Bear, Bean's partner, an extremely strong, gentle giant type. Bark keeps Bean from destroying nearby landscapes. Eve 123 Omega, Eggman creation, Sitnet robot that rebels against creator. Omar Chow. Omar Chow is a comic relief robot Chow who flies around serving to explain the game's tutorials while bumping into walls and such, origin unknown. Whew! I tell you, that's a lot of info, isn't it? Next up, Agtagonist. Dr. Eggman, robot, aka Robotnik, principal threat. Currently resides within his science fortress located in New Megalopolis, the capital of the Eggman Empire. During Sonic's 1-year absence, Eggman declared war on both the Kingdom of Acorn and Station Square. Without his primary nemesis around to foil his schemes, Eggman was able to fortify his robotic technological arsenal in order to capture such prized territories as Angel Island and Sandblast City. The Mobians living in his territories are oppressed by his shadowbots. Eggman will use any means possible to crush his enemies and conquer the entire planet. His name is at the top of the Kingdom of Acorns and Station Square's most wanted list. The sad truth is that Eggman has no one to love and no one to love him back, not even his artificial children. Eggman hates Sonic as much as he fears Shadow. He knows that Sonic won't stop until he's imprisoned for his crimes, while Shadow has no qualms about killing him outright. He considers his creations, Adam and M, to be his children, artificial heirs, who will someday inherit his empire. In the Black Hawk Down arc, Eggman will kidnap his niece Hope in order to lure Shadow into a trap. Eggman will also find a new nemesis in the form of Scarkus, an economic robot that wants him dead almost as much as Shadow, and a new rival in the form of Coconuts. That's weird. First tier villains: Nagas, dark magician, source-whittling psychopath or sociopath. Currently inhabits the extra-dimensional zone of silence, where he is opponent where he is opponent, the only problem is Axis has no one to rule over. This is the reason why he desperately seeks to return to the normal zone of existence. Unbeknownst to anyone, the last time Axis escaped the zone of silence, he had an opportunity to corrupt the source of all with his dark magics as a means of preventing the bright future seen in Sonic in Your Face from occurring. Realizing the tremendous influence the source had on the royal family, he committed this act in order to manipulate the destinies of the Acorn lineage away from that future. In the upcoming Strand arc, Axis will return to this realm by using Max as a host body that will transform into Ixis, the closer he gets to the source. It will be revealed that Ixis can manifest in such a manner because of his connection to the crown. After Sonic destroys the crown, Ixis is banished back into the zone of silence and Max's body changes back to normal. Okay, so obviously he had something big planned for this whole Source of All. Speaking of which, Source of All, primordial sentence ally of Ixis Nagas. The Source of All currently resides in a grotto deep within the eastern mountains of Mobius, where the Strand and order of spider ninjas have fallen under its sway. This mysterious sentient goo, whose origins predate Mobitropolis, has been a neutral force, wisely guiding the destiny of the Acorn line for centuries, until it was corrupted by Ixis Nagas' dark magics, even after Ixis' banishment back to the Zone of Silence. The newly corrupted source sought to influence the decisions of Maximilian and Sally Acorn respectively through the Crown and Sword of Acorn. It wasn't until the source was destroyed in issues 110's Station Square Attacks and Sally forsook the sword in 111, Kids of the Spider-Woman, that the Acorn seemed to emerge from its influence. The Strand arc will reveal that the Source of All wasn't destroyed by Station Square's atomic missiles. It seeped deep down into the bowels of Mobius and manifested halfway around the planet in the mountain grotto. As pre-Ixis desire, the Source still wants Sally to fully bond with it and accept the Sword of Acorns in order to avert the Sonic in Your Face future from coming to pass. Mammoth Mogul. Immortal would-be conqueror. Status unknown. See upcoming The Chosen One two-parter. Future stories would ideally establish Mogul as a wealthy businessman dressed like Dr. Zagavgo and living in a large mansion somewhere in Mobius's North Pole. However, the immense wealth isn't enough for him. He needs power literally since his release from the Master Emerald. Mogul has found over time that the Chaos Emerald on his chest is running out of energy. He's dying. He will be forced to use his financial resources to fund black market archaeological digs around the world in search of Master Emeralds, Chaos Emeralds, Super Emeralds, anything that will give him more Chaos energy to sustain his existence. Mogul hires Nectarizo to oversee such an operation in the Far East. This is where the Iron Queen uses her mystical might to unearth the Master Jurode. Mogul's means to solving his problem once and for all. He finds himself embroiled in battle with the Iron Queen and Eggman for its possession. At the same time, more competition comes in the form of Rouge, who's trying to recover the girl for the Station Square government while trying to resist the urge to steal it herself. The Strand. Ninja Order, keepers of the Source of All, Ixis Nagas allies. Order of ninjas comprised of hundreds of spiders. They currently inhabit the eastern mountains of Mobius and have never had contact with outsiders. The only one within their ranks who have ever had contact with the outside world was the late Arachidus, who went renegade and left the order. Her spawn, who were born with genetic memory, sought out the Strand, and after Sally imparted the Sword of Acorn to them in issue 111. Arachnus and Spawn quickly fall under the control of the Sword, and thereby the Source, who ordered them to return to the Strand once they returned. The Source was able to take mental control of the entire ninja order. Once neutral, these silent warriors have been corrupted in protecting the Source at all costs. Metal Sonic. Sonic's detonate robot duplicate. Version 1 sacrificed himself to save Tails at the end of issue 87. In the upcoming Metal Madness arc in issue 150, a new version of Metal Sonic created by Nate Morgan will appear to wreak destruction on All City in New Megalopolis, along with Metal Knuckles, Metal Amy Rose, and the Tails doll. Because Sonic, Tails, and Amy are missing, and Knuckles left Knothole City weeks ago, all of Knothole will mistakenly believe that these two are roboticized versions of the heroes. At full Chaos Energy power, he becomes the Metal Overlord and can morph into any character, as of Sonic Heroes. Excuse me. I had to do that. Alright, let me stand up for a sec so I can stretch out on this. Sorry about that. Alright, the next one, Metal Knuckles. Knuckles Detonate Robot Duplicate. Will debut in the Metal Madness arc to attack New Megalopolis and Station Square along with Metal Sonic, Metal Amy Rose, and the Tails doll, subservient to Metal Sonic. Tails doll, Nate Morgan creation. Inspired by coconuts and created by an amethystic Nate Morgan, the Tails doll would debut in the Metal Madness arc alongside Metal Sonic, Metal Knuckles, Metal Amy Rose to cause havoc, dark and frightening, Dark and frightening, the doll never speaks. Metal Amy Rose, Amy's Detonate robot duplicate, will debut in Metal Madness. Second tier villains. The Skarkrus Robot, aka Snively, Robotnik's nephew and foe, Shadow's ally. This villainous new anti-hero will arrive on the scene during the Black Hawk Down arc to attack Eggman's Science Fortress and aid Shadow. The two will become allies more out of a hatred for Eggman and a desire for his destruction, rather than out of any common goals. Snively hates his uncle because he left him for dead during the Zorda attack on New Megalopolis in Sonic Adventure 2.5 Alpha. For months, no one, not even the readers, will suspect that the 15-foot-tall Skarkrus is not really a robot, but instead Snively inside a sophisticated, a bit glitch-filled battlesuit. Readers will learn Skarkrus' true identity before Shadow does, and much of the humor that follows will be Snively trying to keep Shadow duped by not blowing his cover. Coconuts and Nate Morgan, Sonic and Eggman foe. It'll be revealed during the Metal Madness arc that the beam de-roboticized every roboticized being on Mobius in issue 124 is the last Robian, including Nate Morgan, whose shell survived Robotropolis' destruction in 110. Readers will learn that the beam's de-robotization was successful, but had an undesired side effect. Nate was bereft of his memory. In other words, his memory was completely wiped clean. Basically, he gained amnesia. He returned to Mobius as an amnestic wanderer with no recollection of his former life. Eggman's former lackey, the totally psychotic robot monkey known as Coconuts, crosses paths with Nate. Realizing Nate's scientific genius, Coconuts decides to exploit it to his own gain by first befriending him and then later by manipulating him into building metal versions of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy Rose to attack Megalopolis and Knothole City. Much to Sonic's chagrin, Nate won't remember him or Tails. Alright. Knack the Rezo, aka Fang the Sniper. Professional thief and bounty hunter. Currently immobile. Will work for whoever pays the most. Mammoth Mogul has hired him in an upcoming story to oversee a black market archaeological dig to locate a precious emerald in the Far East. This operation will bring him into a conflict involving Sonic, Knuckles, Robotnik, the Iron Queen, and others. Linda, aka Commissioner in the Dark Legion leader. Currently resides within the Hidden Palace, a long hidden edifice located deep beneath Angel Island's crust. Although she is self-serving, Linda cares for the echidna species more than any other. As leader of the Dark Legion, she has organized the DL's ranks into a rebel force against the dingoes who sold out Angel Island to Robotnik. The Dark Legion has liberated hundreds of echidnas from dingo prison camps, offering them sanctuary in makeshift tents outside of Linda's home in the Hidden Palace. The Dark Legion have been entrusted by law to keep the Master Emerald hidden from Robotnik while he remains a dingo prisoner. Linda has summoned Knuckles to Angel Island in order to stage a rescue. Neither Linda nor her legionnaires believe in the prophecy of the Ancient Walkers. Therefore, she doesn't believe Knuckles to be the echidna avatar. Atom, Robotnik's sentient computer virus. Acronym that stands for Autonomous Digital Assault Microme. Resides in every piece of Eggman's based hardware, including robots, computers, and vehicles. Robotnik created Atom by mistake during Sonic's one-year absence, and it was instrumental in Robotnik's invasion of Angel Island after it corrupted the Dark Legion server. This childlike entity is loyal to its neglectful father. However, in coming months, he will begin to question that loyalty, especially when Robotnik forbids an electronic relationship between Atom and Nicole. The distraught Atom will eventually rebel against his creator, taking control of all the Shadowbots and leaving New Megalopolis. When the Shadowbots horde arrives at the borders of Naho Kingdom, the Special Forces team and the Royal Guard gear up for a confrontation, only to learn from Nicole that they pose no threat. Mecha, aka M. Created to protect Robotnik, she is literally Mecha, aka M, Robotnik's bodyguard, created to protect Robotnik. She is a literal killing machine. Currently resides within his science fortress in New Megalopolis. It took the combined efforts of Sonic and a special ops team assembled by King Max to temporarily defeat her during the home arc. Mecha is intensely loyal to Eggman and refers to him as father. Heavy and Bomb, Robotnik's assassins. Although the originals were destroyed and incapacitated in issue 102, Robotnik would create new versions of the characters to assassinate pop singer Mina Mongoose during the Song Blue story arc. They will be updated to have the look they did in the Knuckles Chaotic game. Caterkiller, Robotnik's engine of destruction, currently lying inanimate at the bottom of the ocean. When Atom rebels against Robotnik, he will bring Caterkiller back in online and set it on a direct course for Eggman's science fortress. Third tier characters. Yeah, he really went all out with this, folks. He really did. Third tier characters. Colonel Mange and the Dingoes, Eggman's sub-boss, Knuckles and Dark Legion foes. Currently living and operating out of Angel Island's Dingo City, formerly Echidnapolis, answers directly to Eggman. The Dingoes have enslaved the island's echidnas, placed them in prison camps where they perform back-breaking labor and claim the capital city for their own. Motro Rex, Linda's grandfather, former Dark Legion master. Excuse me. Current status